Welcome, friends, to Where Faith and Reason Intersect. Today, we explore the dramatic 10 plagues of Egypt. This isn't just divine intervention, it's nature's awesome power. Join us to uncover the historical and scientific theories behind these events. The Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, turned to blood. Fish died, the river reeked, and Egyptians couldn't drink from their primary water source. Scientists believe a toxic algal bloom, specifically burgundy blood algae, was the culprit. It multiplies rapidly, turning water red, choking oxygen and killing fish. Imagine the fear as Egyptians watched their lifeline transform into a symbol of death. Next, Egypt was overrun by frogs. The die-off of fish in the Nile disrupted the ecosystem. Frogs, deprived of food, swarmed the land in search of survival. This was an ecological disaster set in motion by the poisoned river. Then came the lice, tiny insects infesting humans and animals alike. Some scholars believe these were biting midges, known as culicoids. These insects thrive in decay, and the die-off of fish and frogs provided breeding grounds. This wasn't just a nuisance, it was a public health crisis. The fourth plague brought swarms of flies, blackening the skies and spreading disease. Scientists speculate the flies carried glanders, deadly to animals and humans. Drawn to decaying carcasses, flies spread the disease with every bite. The air, once filled with life, now buzzed with the threat of death. The fifth plague struck at the heart of Egypt's economy and food supply: livestock pestilence. Glanders potentially carried by flies is deadly to livestock. Crowded fields allowed the disease to spread like wildfire, decimating herds. This was more than an agricultural disaster, it was a societal crisis. The sixth plague afflicted the Egyptians with painful boils. Flies carrying bacteria from decaying carcasses transmitted pathogens through bites or contaminated food. Tainted meat could have led to anthrax outbreaks, causing painful skin lesions. The Egyptians, weakened by hunger and fear, were now vulnerable to infections. And then the heavens opened, unleashing a furious hailstorm unlike any Egypt had ever seen. Some scientists point to volcanic eruptions as a possible cause. A massive eruption could have spewed ash and debris high into the atmosphere. This ash, mixing with storm clouds, could have created volcanic lightning. Imagine looking up and seeing not rain but fire raining down from the sky. As if the hail wasn't enough, Egypt was consumed by locusts, a plague of biblical proportions. Scientists believe it was a deadly combination of drought and heavy rains. The locusts stripped the land bare, devouring every green thing. Famine was now a terrifying reality. Darkness descended upon Egypt, so thick it felt tangible. Scientists looked to the skies towards volcanic ash. A massive eruption could have spewed ash, creating a dense cloud that plunged Egypt into darkness. Imagine the fear as the sun vanished. The final plague was the most devastating, the death of the firstborn. Every Egyptian family, from the pharaoh to the lowliest peasant, lost their firstborn son. Some theories suggest a connection to the previous plagues. Desperate families might have sacrificed their firstborn to appease the gods. Another theory suggests lethal mold contaminated the grain supplies. The firstborn, often given the largest share, were most vulnerable. The 10 plagues of Egypt offer a compelling case study in the interconnectedness of nature and its power. These events remind us of the delicate balance of our planet. Are we listening to the whispers of our planet? Are we learning from the echoes of the past? Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.